Dholakia's coffee cream, the newest release from their side. I am Snuffanybody, and you're watching the Feegle Show. Okay, so coffee snuffs. What's the deal, and why is coffee snuffs a thing? Well, coffee snuffs a thing because there are a lot of us snuffers who really do like our coffee. And when we think about coffee, we have a very clear picture both in our mouth and in our nose, and definitely in our brain's memory on what a good cup of coffee is. And for some people it's the black cup of coffee, and for some it's with cream and a wee bit with, and some again with sugar. But if you're asking a snuff to do what a cup of coffee can do, you're asking too much of it. So let's get started here. I will do things a wee bit differently, because I will give you the tin notes first. Then I'll show you the snuff and we'll do the review. So, first of all here, tin note of Dholakia's coffee cream. And that's snuff on the nose here for you. So what I do get is I get roasted coffee, I get a wee bit of sweet creamy milkiness, and if I have a wee bit sniff of my cup of coffee here with cream, I get real roasted coffee and cream. So tin note wise, there's a wee bit of a difference. Yes, there is, because I can smell the tobacco. The tobacco is that sweet, beautiful Indian flower and leaf we all love to bits. So, at least in the tin note and in the cup note, these two are identical. So, let's have a look at the snuff. So, this is the tin of snuff. And look how Dholakia has upgraded the graphics on their tins. Nice. So, here is what the snuff looks like in the tin. It is beautifully brown, a shade or two under chocolate. And just to show you here, this is how nice the moisture level is. So I would say medium. So let's get the bump. There we go. Yeah, beautiful. Maybe even a bit above medium. Yeah. The grind is perfect. It's medium. Oh, this is going to be the easiest of sniffs. A beginner snuff if I ever saw it. Back to the studio. Okay, so we've had a look at the snuff, and it do look delicious. So let's do the pinch and see if these are identical in the cup and in the nose. And with this snuff, I do like to have a good, nice, big fat pinch. Because you can. It's easy. It doesn't hit your back. The back of your throat. It doesn't give you long hits. Well. A little burn, just a wee bit. But very, very intense roasted coffee. Yes, there is just a wee bit of sweetness here, but the sweetness is, it's tobacco related, but it emulsifies with the scent of the coffee. So you do get a slightly sweetened coffee, and you also get that velvety texture of the cream. So scent-wise, this works out perfectly. Sweet tobacco, roasted beautiful coffee and cream. A wee bit of sweetness, sugar, yeah. So, and I don't take sugar in my coffee, but I'll have a sip. And as I expected, completely different. So, at least scent-wise, this is really, really beautiful cup of coffee. In the nose, but it's not warm. It doesn't give you that bitterness. It doesn't give you the mouth feeling. It only gives you the scent profile. So, asking a snuff to do what a hot beverage can do, it's just too much. There isn't a holy grail of coffee, because no snuff will ever do what a warm cup of coffee will do. But it can give you the full aroma. It can give you the experience of smelling really, really good roasted coffee. This is beautiful snuff. I was so surprised by the authenticity of the snuff. To me, it's a beautiful, perfect combo of coffee and cream. There isn't very much nicotine here. Even though I usually say that I'm a poor judge of nicotine, it has gotten better, and I now start to at least perceive nicotine level, at least in 3 stages. None, a bit, and it's there. And there isn't much here. There's a wee bit. I do get that slight quickening of the pulse in my nose, but nothing except from that. So on the old scale, this would be 2, 3. That is sufficient, and it allows you to keep on pinching this lovely coffee snuff. True delight. On second pinch, you get a bit more tobacco flavor, scent, but it's still predominantly creamy coffee. Yeah. And there it was. And this was my point. If you do want a coffee snuff to just give you sort of the hint of what a cup of coffee can do, have extra pinches. Have a pinch, then have another pinch. And when you have your third pinch, do the half sniff, because you'll get that slightly bitter backdrip, and that will give you a more level, a level extra towards the cup of coffee. You're still not going to get the heat. You're still not going to get the fluid, but you're going to get the bitterness. You're going to get the taste of coffee, even in your mouth, but in the back of your mouth. And your nose is filled with beautiful coffee scent. So, if you do want to try a very good snuff, flavored coffee and cream, Dholakia's coffee cream, it's just what you need. That's all from me. Goodbye.